All right, we have ourselves another shoe review today. It's another really expensive shoe, another very bright shoe, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk just how fast and how light and how expensive they are coming right up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Today, like I said, we have a new shoe review. We are going to review a brand of shoes that I have not worn since I was probably a little kid. I'm talking like back in the 80s, maybe 90s, probably 80s. And it's a very popular brand, but for me, they just haven't worked out very well. But I'm going to spare you the suspense, and we're going to talk about this shoe by Reebok. Check it out. This shoe is very expensive. It is very green, just like the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. But yeah, check it out. This is the Reebok Floatride Pro. I think that's all of it. Anyway, I'll put the correct thing in there and down below. But this is the Reebok Floatride Pro. We're going to talk about the specifications of this shoe a little bit. We're going to talk just about how light it is, how expensive it is. Anyway, if you know anything about these shoes, leave comments down below. And yeah, leave some guesses. How light are they? I'll tell you in a couple seconds here, but let's talk about the shoe first. And so starting with the upper, this has a very light, very breathable, very airy, engineered mesh upper. Check it out. You can see right through to the red insole. Look at that. It's got a standard lacing system. Very, very light. Has no support in the heel area. This is a very minimalist racing shoe. Meant to be very fast shoe for like 5K races. Going into the insole, it's got a red insole here that is kind of removable. It's very flimsy, but and it's kind of glued in, but it's not glued in securely, so you can remove it. But look at that, very small insole here, very thin insole, with no arch support at all. This is meant for neutral runners, very efficient neutral runners that are going to run very, very fast. Oh, I already skipped the tongue. The tongue is, I mean, remember my review from the Next Percent, the Vaporfly Next Percent? There's a very thin tongue. This is actually thinner. This tongue is not only very thin, but they actually perforate it. It's got speed holes in it. Look at that, speed holes to make it lighter, make it faster. It is almost a non-existent tongue. It's a tongue so that the laces aren't binding against your foot. Anyway, moving on to the midsole. This has the Floatride midsole to it. And this midsole has a 3mm offset or heel to toe drop. So from heel to toe is only 3mm change. And it's 20mm of thickness in the heel, 17mm of thickness in the forefoot. So very, very thin, very fast. So also, this is very flexible shoe, and you can see just like this, very flexible shoe. No carbon plate like the Vaporfly Next Percent, just very flexible. And finally, to the outsole. The outsole is where all the business is at here. So check this out. So these have individual lugs that apparently are impregnated or driven into the foam, and apparently each one of these lugs acts like a piston to provide some response and to provide a little bit of rebound and some energy return. I think it's a hoax. I think it's just a ploy to buy the shoes to make it something different. We're gonna find out, but yeah, so that's got some kind of special lugs that act like little pistons to make you go faster. So we'll see how that goes. So that's basically the shoe. Again, this is, oh, gotta talk about the weight. Right, the most important part, the weight of this shoe. 3.5 ounces. 3.5 ounces. This is pretty much the lightest shoe I've ever heard of, other than maybe the Nike Mayfly. And yeah, 3.5 ounces, men's size 9. So, and that's with a 3mm offset in the shoe as well. So that means it's a really light foam in the midsole. That's unbelievable. This is meant for neutral runners, like I said, very efficient runners that are going to run very, very fast. So if you're running a 5K and you're running under 17 minutes for a 5K, if you're running 16s, 15s, 14s, this is the shoe for you. This is not a long distance shoe, in my opinion, unless you're a 98-pound Kenyan. But this is just meant for just going fast for short distance. Anyway, yeah, so that's about it. What we're gonna do today after this jet goes by us is we're gonna take this out for a 4-mile run like I usually do. And we'll take it through its paces. We're gonna start out nice and easy, around 8-minute mile pace, 8:20-minute mile pace. And then we're gonna ramp it up. We're gonna do a little bit of some tempo stuff around 6-minute mile pace, and then get down to 5K pace like 5:20s. And then there's a section I do that I try to get around 5-minute miles and just see how it feels at the different paces. So sorry about the jets behind me, they're doing an air show. But anyway, check it out. The Reebok Floatride Pro. So I think that's the whole name. If it's not the whole name, I will put the full name in the description. All right, so that's it. Let's go for a run. Okay, so I got the shoes on. They feel very, very light. They feel pretty standard, nothing crazy, other than they don't feel too flimsy. They feel like they don't have any arch support at all. And but again, very light. And yeah, I think I'm ready to start going for a flight in these things. I do want to mention the price. I forgot to mention that before, and the jets are still coming. But the price for these shoes, $250. So leave a comment down below. Worth it? $250 for a pair of running shoes. No carbon plate in them, no world record marathons behind them, just really light and Reeboks. $250. Leave a comment down below. Worth it? Is any shoe worth $250? Let me know. Let's get going.
Orbiting the Earth. Orbiting the Earth.
Remember, repetition is of the greatest importance.
Run is done finally. Anyway, 4 miles in, got a nice mix of 8-minute mile pace, 7:30 to 8-minute mile pace, and then a nice stretch of 5:25, and then about 200 yards at 5:15 pace to finish everything out. So I got a nice mix of different speeds, and summary is, owie! Oh. These shoes hurt. There's no cushion at all in these shoes. The lugs, didn't feel any springiness in them. Nah. Grippiness, yeah, they're grippy, but so what? Yeah, no rebound from the lugs that's supposed to be so special. No rebound from the foam that's supposed to be so special. What is it called? Floatride or something, I don't know. Floatride foam, yeah, nothing. Know what I did feel? Every nook and cranny in the road, every pebble, every crack, every crevice, every rock, every blade of grass. You know, I didn't run in the grass really, a little bit, but Yeah, I did feel all that. But it also, I feel my plantar fasciitis starts to flare up in my left foot. These have no arch support. They have no cushion. They have no rebound, no springiness at all. They're light. They're really light, 3.5 ounces, 3.5 ounces. That's about it. They feel really good walking around. They're like slippers. That's what I kind of equate them to. They're like slippers. So would I race in these? I don't think so. Maybe once or twice, but no, I don't think so. Wear them on the track, maybe. On a cushion track, on a rubberized track, yeah, I can see doing that. But yeah, I'm not that efficient to be able to run without any kind of support whatsoever. So anyway, that's my verdict on these shoes. They're, if you're really light, really efficient, really neutral runner, you land on your midfoot all the time, don't have any plantar fasciitis issues or any tight calf issues, then yeah, go for it. Like I said, if you're a 16-minute, 15-minute 5K runner, they're probably good for you. But I'm gonna go back to my Nike Vaporflies. I like them much better. So anyway, these are nice and comfy. I'm walking around in them right now, and they feel fantastic. Just walking around, but these are meant for walking around, especially at $250. So anyway, that's it. That's gonna wrap it up for today. Leave any comments down below. What do you think about the Nike, the Reebok Floatride Pro racing shoes? And if you have them, let me know what you think. And leave the comments down below. And give me a big thumbs up on the video. We're gonna be doing a lot more reviews. Got some more shoes coming in. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Until next time, peace.